reconnaissance updates. So like standing up to Sprite's illusions. So like you have to like um if I wanted my son to come home, I have to stand up to these illusions. And so I think that that's important because I don't actually have a son like biologically. But like if I want to like that is an ambition of mine. And so if I want to bring that to fruition, I have to like stand up to this illusion and this fantasy of having a son and actually like be an adult and be mature and then like develop a like mindset and a like a an authentic world where I can then bring that to fruition. And I think that that's important because like that will also soothe like the any misconceptions that people have because there are films about me having son, there are films of like there are many depictions of this, but that hasn't been brought to fruition. And so to bring it to fruition, like I'm not an actor, I'm not a Hollywood person. So the aristocracy, the meritocracy, the industry, and the architect, we're formulating, we're reconstructing, we're doing Cold War II reconstruction. We're reconstructing our civilization. And so in order for me to bring this ambition to fruition, I have to acknowledge that like what I like the fantasy of having a son is like I have to like have that kind of be like absorbed into my body and have that be just what it is, a fantasy, a dream, so that I can be awake and so that I can actually bring that to fruition and that like so then I can actually teach my son architecture when he is born because he's not born right now. So like if I want him to actually be born, I have to not like fetishize him. I have to not like have a fantasy of him, and I have to like allow that to be in my heart and in my brain, so that I can then bring it to fruition, and then he will actually be born, and then he can actually come home, and then I don't have to worry about him getting kidnapped because he doesn't exist. I don't have to worry about like whatever is going to happen to him because there is no him. He doesn't exist. And so, like, I think that that's really what it is. If I want him to come home, I have to have him come home to my heart, in my brain, acknowledge that that is a fantasy, but me being awake is how I bring it to fruition.